everybody, it's Rosie. Welcome back. It is day 15 of your Luxform 21-day Pilates challenge. Guys, it is our last week of the challenge. I am so excited for this last week. I hope you guys are too. I hope you're feeling really good today. Today's class, we've got a full body class and we're going to be using one light dumbbell. Mine is the 2 kilo one, so feel free to use a 2 kilo. Go a little bit lighter if you want. If you do want to go a little bit heavier, feel free to go a little bit heavier. But if you also want to do this without, you can. And then we are also wearing some light ankle weights. So mine are half a kilo each. So just pop your ankle weights on and then let's come on down to lay on your back. You can just put your weight just up towards your head on your mat and then just lay down with your ankle weights on. Just bring your feet as wide as your mat and then just cactus your arms out to the side. Let's rock your knees towards the left. Really pushing the knees down as you let your eye gaze go to the right. Just checking in with how you're feeling today. Just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're in our 3rd week of the challenge. I'm so excited, guys. We have so many fun classes this week planned. And a pretty fun one today as well, if I may say. So just letting your knees rock from side to side. Let your eye gaze go to the other way and just feel that nice little twist through your spine. Let's go one more, both sides. Last one. Alrighty, let's come back to center. We are going to get started with a little bit of core work this morning. So let's grab your weight into your left hand. You're going to reach your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. And then your right hand will just be behind your head. Your thumb is going down your neck. So your head is just resting in your right hand. Your right elbow is going out to the side. Your feet are hip distance apart. You're heavy through your shoulder blades, heavy through your tailbone. Let's take a nice big inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, let's slowly start to peel your spine, lifting your chest. Big exhale as we lift. When we use our weight in our core work, we want to make sure that it's not impacting our form. So you want to make sure that you're still able to lift your chest fully. You're going to feel your shoulder, of course, but if it feels like it's way too heavy, I would just get rid of it and then you can just fully focus on your core here. So big exhale as we lift. As we start to lift your chest, your eye gaze goes above your knees, just like always. We don't want to pull your chin to your chest and strain your neck. And when you're lifting, you're thinking about drawing your belly button back towards your spine. So that pull down through your core, like your core is wrapping together. That's going to help us to really engage through the deep core muscles. Exhale, we lift. Now, through this series, we do have our ankle weights on. So if you do want to lift your legs up to tabletop, feel free. But if you want to keep your feet down on the ground, feel free as well to do that. So I'm going to float the legs up to tabletop. So if you would like to join me, feel free. The exact same movement though, we're just lifting your chest, sweeping your left arm past your hip, and we slowly lower. With the ankle weights on, you are going to feel your hips. Your hip flexors may switch on as well. So just notice if that's coming into your hips, that is totally fine. Big exhale and we lift. All right, we're going to start to add on. Let's keep making sure that your right elbow stays out nice and wide and your head is just resting in your hands. That's it. Now I want you to separate your knees a little bit wider apart, even if they're down on the ground, or if your feet are down on the ground, or if they're in tabletop. We are starting to add on. So the next time we lift, hold it there. You've got your sweep over your left hip, hold it there. I want you to reach your arm up and over your left knee, reach it between both your thighs, and then lower down. So if you feel like you need a little bit more room for your weight to go just between your thighs, just separate your legs a little bit wider. Basically what we're doing is holding up just a little bit longer up at the top. you're going to start to feel your core activate a little more. Same with your left shoulder, left lat, as we hold that weight. If you do have the ankle weights on and it's feeling like it's too much, but you want to keep your legs in tabletop, just take your ankle weights off. Now you're going to start to feel as your left side obliques switch on a little bit more, because it's the left side that's got that weight, and that's working to help you reach your arm through. Inhale at the bottom. Whenever I talk a lot, I think I literally forget to breathe. So when I say inhale, I'm reminding myself. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. I'm starting to feel my core, my shoulder, nice and strong. Nice full body class to start off our week. I feel like if I start my Monday with some sort of movement, putting myself first, I'm so productive, and it truly changes my whole entire week. So if you guys are doing this with me on a Monday, I hope you get the exact same feeling. All right, we're going to start to add on. Let's go one more like this. You should start to feel that really strong down the left side of your body. Exhale, we lift. One to the left side, one to the middle, and then you guessed it, one over your right thigh, and then lower back down. So if that feels like it's too much, if you want to take it out, you just want to keep going to the left and to the center, you can continue there. When you do work that reach over your right thigh, just be careful that your hips aren't rocking. So you want to keep our pelvis stable. When you reach it over, check that your hips are level, check that your knees are level. You're going to feel your left shoulder switch on a little bit more. But you want to keep ensuring that our form stays nice and strong. You're holding up through your core. Lots of things you can take off here if these are too much. But do not worry, we don't have long. Over to the left. To the center, keep the right elbow out wide and over your right thigh. Wow, I am really feeling it. Exhale, we lift to the left, to the center, to the right. Let's go 4 reps, then we are holding it up. Exhale, we lift to the center and to the right. The other day I did one of the classes from last week. It was the tricep and glute one with the ball. I did it with my bestie Brookie. If you're doing this, shout out. And I noticed how bad I am at counting. I am so sorry. And how slow I count. How many times I mess it up. Guys, last one. Don't worry, I'm not distracted. But I just want to say, I'm sorry for always messing up the counting, but it's good, isn't it? All right, this next one, we're going to hold it up. Over to the left, to center, keep it slow. To the right, back to the center, to the left. So we're holding it up. We're just going from over the left thigh to the middle, to the right. I know this is burning. We're almost done. Keep lifting, pulse through your chest. You've got this. I know this burns. Almost done. Let's go 2 full reps. That's those 3 pulses. This is your last full rep. Last one. Hold your left arm over your left thigh. Hold it there. Hold, hold, hold. All you're going to do is extend your right leg long and pull it back in. You extend your right leg long, you pull it back in. If you need to, bring your left hand down to the ground, get rid of your weight, lift a little higher through your chest if you can. Right leg long and pull it in. Let's go 3 reps. This is done after this. That's 2. That is your last 1. Pull it in. Whew. All right, wow, the left upper body. That was a nice big juicy burn we got there. Okay, let's go straight into your bridges from here. So we know the deal. Just bring your feet hip distance apart. You should be able to reach down with your hands. So just have a little reach with your right fingertips. If you can feel your heels, you are all good. Your right arm is down nice and long. We're going to keep your weight in your left hand. Let's start with your left elbow just bent by your side. Your palm faces in towards your body. Let's take a nice big inhale, natural arch at the bottom. exhale, tuck your tailbone. Start to press your lower back down, slowly peeling lower back, middle back, upper back. Big squeeze at the top. And then we slowly melt back down. A little tuck, peel, and lift of your hips. We squeeze. And then we slowly lower back down. So this nice spinal articulation, treat it as like a little massage through your spine. Keep pushing your knees over your toes. Nice and slow. A little tuck, peel, and lift. Big squeeze as you come up. Think about trying to squeeze your butt cheeks together. And we slowly lower back down. All right, let's go 2 more with this articulation of your spine. So rolling down, and then we'll just come into that hip hinge. Your last one, hold the hips lifted. Now all we do is hinge from your hips, so flat back, tap your tailbone, lift and squeeze it up. Now let's start to add on your left arm as well. Tap the tailbone, left elbow is where it is. And then as you lift your hips, you're going to shoot your right or your left arm straight up to the ceiling. So when you bend your elbow, I want you to keep it hovered. Hover it down by your side. Big lift and squeeze. Feel your glutes engage. Left bicep, left shoulder. Tap it down and big lift and squeeze. Little tap and we lift. We're going to add on in 4, so feel free to stay here. Let's go for 3, drawing your ribs down as we lift. Keep your ribs from flaring. So feel that control through your core. Let's go for 2. All right, your last one, hold it up. Now all I want you to do, float your right leg to tabletop, right toe taps down, bend your elbow, hip hinge, lift and squeeze, hold it there. So ground down through your left heel, float the leg to tabletop, right toe taps down. You're gonna feel that left glute switch on, hip hinge, and we lift, that's it. Ground down through the right palm, the left heel. Nice work, everybody. Let's start to add on if you're looking for a little bit more. So you float your leg to tabletop, hold it there. Up at the top, let's add 1 tricep. Dip through the left arm, tap the toe, lower it down, we lift, hold it there. Float the right leg, hold it there. 1 tricep dip, extend, tap the toe, bend the left elbow. Big squeeze. Let's go for 5 reps. Keep your hips level as well when you add on that leg lift. Try to stay nice and stable, and you know the deal. If something is too much, I want you to take it off. Let's go for 3. Keep your hips nice and high. Feel that left glute engage. That's it. Let's go for 2. Then we're going to hold it up at the top. All right, let's get your last one in. Hold it here. Now, all I want you to do is work that tricep dip and extend. This time as you tricep dip, you're going to tap the right toe down. Right toe lifts. We don't have long, 6 reps. Bend the elbows, tap the toe, extend the arm, lift. I know this burns through your left glute. All right, let's go for 3. We're holding up at the top in 2 for some pulses. Feel that left glute engage. Let's hold it up. 1 more, get it in. Hold it there, little tiny pulses of your hips. Pulse your hips. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Whew. Bring it down. Well done, everybody. All right, we are going to get into a little bit of side planking. But I've just realized now that I have been laying the wrong side. Basically, I want you to be on your right shoulder. So I'm really quickly going to turn this way. Whew. But don't worry, that was all correct. You just need to be on your right shoulder, on your right forearm. So I should have been laying down this way, but I started down that way. I'm not really sure why. Anyway, your left leg should be the leg that's out long. Sorry if I'm confusing you now. But basically, you're laying on your right side. Your right forearm is down, your right shoulder is over your right elbow, your hips are in line with your elbow, and then so is your top heel. So you're making a nice long line through the body. We're going to grab the weight in the left hand. So the left hand has been the hand that's got the weight this whole time. Your hand is just down on your mat. All we're going to do is start to work a little hip lift. So you push down through your right forearm, through your right knee, and a little lift of your right hip. So this is a movement that we've done in our class last week, potentially a couple of times. So this is our hip lift. Now you got the weight in the left hand, in your top hand. Your right forearm is under your shoulder and you're using your right side body to lift. Feel free to do this without your weight. But if you are looking for a little bit more, the next time you lift your hips, hold it there. I want you to grab your weight, reach your left arm up to the ceiling, and then tap the weight down. Lower your hips. We lift and squeeze. Use your side body. Should be feeling that straight away. Reach the arm up, tap the arm down. Now remember, you can do this with or without your weight. Maybe you add it on, maybe you get rid of it. There's a tree in my head. I was like, what is that? What is that piece of hair? No, that's a leaf. We've got to make it aesthetically pleasing. We lift. So you're going to feel your bottom side shoulder, bottom side waist. You're definitely still going to feel that left shoulder. Let's go for 3, then we add on. Remember, these are all little optional things you can add on. Let's go for 2. All right, this last one. This time, as you lift your arm, I want you to lift your top leg. Either flex or point your toes, whatever feels good. Lower the leg, tap the weight down. Lower your hip. I forgot that we were coming back down. I was like, why is that so hard? Okay, we lift the hips. We start to reach the arm as you lift your leg. Squeeze that left glute, you should be feeling it. Tap the weight, tap the foot, lower down. So whenever you need your reset at the bottom, have your reset. I know this is a strong move. We lift your hip. We reach your arm, you lift your leg, just squeeze. Think about the length through the top leg. Doesn't matter about height. And lower your hip. Let's go 3 reps. We lift. That's it. Let's go for 2. Then we're going to hold it up, not for long though. I'm dying. All right, mentally prepare. Whew, our last one, hold it up. Now all it is that top leg we're lifting and lowering. Keep lifting your bottom side waist. Look down to your right forearm. Keep your neck nice and long. Keep reaching your left arm. If you got 4 reps, squeeze that left glute. We have 4. This is all done in 3. In 2, lift your hips a little higher. Last 1. Oh my goodness. That killed me. Guys, I'm sorry about that. All right, let's come up to stand. This side is almost done. So let's just stay side facing so we can see each other. Basically, your left foot is we're still working the left side, so left foot stays forward. Your weight is in your left hand, and you're just stepping your right foot back a little bit. So you want to keep your feet and your legs hip distance. You don't want your legs to be too close together because you're going to feel really wobbly. Your feet, your legs are hip distance apart. Your right hand is on your hip. Your left arm is down nice and long. We're hinging forward here, working our split squat. So hinge forward. All we're going to do is bend down through both of your knees, sink your hips back, and then push through your left heel to come up to stand. So that is that first movement. Why am I off my mat? I always do this. Hinge, we lower, and we lift. So our left glute has been getting nice and fiery this morning. Still working the left glute for one last little bit of standing work, and then we are back on to the other side. Little lower and lift. Keep sinking your hips back. You should feel that left glute switch on. Let's go for 3, then we add on. Keep hinging forward. So I'm looking down at the ground here, creating that nice ski slope spine. So your head is just an extension of your neck. So you don't want to be looking and straining through the back of your neck. Just look down at the ground. I will explain everything for us. All right, at the bottom, this one, hold it down. We're gonna add a narrow row. So just draw your left elbow up to the ceiling, hold that narrow row, and then come up to stand, extend your arm long. So we split squat. You row, draw the elbow up to the ceiling, hold that row, and then when you stand, you release your arm long. So we lower. One narrow row, hold it there, feel the left lat switch on, release your arm, we come up to stand. So the left glute, the left lat, the left shoulder, the bicep, we'll be feeling it, and we stand. Let's add on. So we lower. We work the row, hold your row. All I want you to do is step your right toes across to the left to make that curtsy squat. Step the right toes to the left. Keep the left elbow pulled up to the ceiling. Have a little look. Your right knee is in line with your left heel. I want you to find your curtsy squat so your knees are making that diamond shape. We lower and then come up to stand. Let your left arm go long. So back to center. We split squat. Hold it there. Work your row. Hold the row. Step the right toes across. Find that curtsy squat. Feel that left outer glute switch on. Come up to center. Release your arm long. We're going to keep adding on some layers here. So if these are ever too much, just come back to where we were before. Take things off if you need it. All right. We're going to bring in a little bit of balance now. So we lower down. Work your row. Hold it there. Curtsy squat. Drop down low. And then this time as you come up to stand, we're going to slowly start to raise your right toes into that little knee drive. As we come up to stand, your left arm reaches up over your shoulder and then back to center. We split squat. You add your row. Hold that row. Curtsy squat. Get down low. As you come up, we're going to float the right toes and then left side shoulder press all the way up. And then we're back to the beginning. Split squat. We row, hold your row. Curtsy squat. Sink down as deep as you can go. And then come up to stand. Keep the left arm lifted. Squeeze that left glute as you hover your right toes. Reach the left arm up. You should feel that left glute. And then we reset. So if that knee drive at the top is too much, I just want you to come up to stand, and all you have to do is tap the right toes down and you can still work that shoulder press. Up to you. Lots of different options. We lower, we row, hold, curtsy squat, get a little deeper, float the right toes, knee drive, whoa, getting wobbly, and left side shoulder press. So we're balancing through the left side. We're working some stability, really challenging out through the left glute to finish off here. One row, one curtsy squat. Squeeze that left glute as you come up to stand. Hover your right toes. Your right knee keeps going out to the side because we're in that curtsy position. And then come back to the start. Let's go 3 full reps here. We can do this. Then we're going to hold down and just work that curtsy. Do not worry, we are almost done. And when you come up to stand, you're using your core here to stabilize. Stay nice and slow. These are our last 2 reps. I will not lose count. It's meant to be a little bit wobbly. It's meant to be challenging. All right, our last full rep. We can do this. We squat. We row. Find the curtsy. Come up to stand. Squeeze that left glute. Let's hold it here for 8 seconds. Get a little taller through that left leg. Tuck your tailbone. Squeeze your left glute. Let's go for 4. We're going to find that curtsy squat again in 3. Last 2. Last 1. Reach your left arm long. Find that curtsy squat. We're just going to pulse it out here. Pulsing in that squat. So your right knee is in line with your left heel. Your knees are making the diamond shape. Your left outer glute should be on fire. We are almost done. Let's pulse it here for 5. Let's go for 4. See how low you can get down. Right hand is on your hip. That was 3. Last 2. Hold it down low. Just work that narrow row. Draw your left elbow up to the ceiling, release your arm long. Every time your arm goes long, get lower. One row and release, get lower. One row and release, get lower. 3 reps, this is all done. Get lower. Let's see how low you can go. Can we drop the right knee as close as you can to the ground? Let's go for 2, get a little lower. Your last one, and bring it up. Guys, that is over. Whew. Well done. Give your left glute a nice big whack out. And then let's come to the back of your mat. Have a nice little drink now if you need as well. Little reset, so bring your feet to the back of your mat. Let's bend your knees, reach your arms down in front of you. Big inhale. Exhale, circling your arms up overhead. That little back extension up at the top. Let's go one more. Big inhale at the bottom. Exhale, reach your arms up, have that little back extension. And then bring your arms down by your side. Let's slowly tuck your chin, slowly rolling down through your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice and slow. Once you come down, let's pedal out through your legs. Give your head that little nod, yes. Little shake, no. Release that tension through the back of the body. Whew. And then when you're ready, let's walk yourselves out. Let's work a little downward dog stretch just before we get onto the other side. So pedal out through your legs. Press one heel down as you bend the other knee. Press your chest to your thighs. Just 2 more here. All right, drop your knees down. Let's get straight into that on the other side. And this time your weight is in your right hand. So your right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Your left hand is just behind your head. Your left thumb goes down your neck. Let's start with your feet just down at your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, we slowly start to lift and reach your right arm past your hip and slowly lower back down. So inhale when we lower. Exhale when we lift. Same as before, if your weight feels like it's too much, let's get rid of it. You can also get rid of your ankle weights. Lots of different things we can do. If this is feeling good and you do want a little bit more, let's float your legs to tabletop. So with the legs to tabletop, you are going to feel your hips switch on potentially. Let's keep the knees glued together, shins parallel to the ceiling. Exhale as you lift, draw your belly button to your hips. Draw your ribs to your hips. Draw your belly button to your spine. Feel that wrapping sensation through your core. That's it. We're going to slightly start to feel this a little bit more on the right side of your body. So through the right side obliques as they're working a little bit harder because we've got that weight. Your right shoulder, of course, is going to start to feel this. I'm already shaking. Exhale, we lift. Let's start to add on in 3. So we'll start to separate your knees just a little bit in 2 so we can start to reach the weight in between. This next one, let's lift it up, add the reach, hold. All you're going to do is sweep your right arm up and over your right knee, bring it between your thighs, and then lower it down. You can keep your knees just a little bit separated. If you need to bring them a little bit wider, bring them a little bit wider. We're staying heavy through your tailbone the whole time. Your left elbow stays out nice and wide. Just keep your head resting in your hands. Don't feel the need to pull your chin to your chest. You're just going to strain the back of your neck. You want to feel this deep through the core. This second side always feels harder, and that is because it just is. We've already done this. This is the second time. That's it. Big exhale when you lift. Inhale when we lower. All right, let's go 2 reps. Then we are adding on that last little pulse across your left thigh. On this one, we lift it up. Reach your right arm. That was just my stomach. If anyone heard that, I'm a little bit hungry. Bring it to the middle, bring it over your left thigh. Keep it slow when you reach it over your left thigh. Try to not rock through the pelvis. Keep your hips nice and heavy. Keep your knees level. Go as slow as you can. The slower the better here. The more control you're gonna have, the more you're gonna feel this as well. The faster you go, the less you feel in Pilates. It's all about that control and that intentional movement. That's it. We do not have long. Let's do 6 full reps. That's it. Try to lift your chest a little higher. Every time we lift, it's almost like you're pulsing your chest to the center pulse, to the left pulse. And remember, if these moves don't feel good, just get rid of them as well. Forget I even said anything. Okay, that was our second rep. We got 4 to go. We can do it. Into the center, over to the left. Keep the hips level. Feel that little rotation through the torso. We got 3, then we're holding it up. We are almost done. I know your core is on fire. So is mine. Let's go for 2 and we hold it up. We are coming to the end. You've got this. If you need to, bring your feet back down as well. You know what to do. We reach. All right. Let's hold it up. Across to the right, to the center, to the left, to the center, to the right, to the center, to the left. You get the deal. I'm not going to keep saying that. I don't want to annoy you, but we're just going, making that little bunny hop with your weight. Let's go 3 full reps. Actually, let's go 4. Let's even it off. All right, let's go for 2. All you're doing is bringing that weight in between and to the side. Get your last one. Hold your weight over your right hip. All it is your left leg extends, left knee comes in. Let's get 4 reps. Reach your right arm long. Feel your core. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Get the last one in. We can do it. Last one. And bring it in. Holy moly. Whew. I'm getting really sweaty. All right. Straight into your bridges. Let's go. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Check that you can touch your left heel with your left fingertips, your right elbow. Let's bend it just by your ribs. Take a nice big inhale, tuck, peel, and lift your hips. So let's just enjoy this nice little massage through the spine. This nice little restorative move, let's call it, before we start to add on all of our crazy stuff. Peeling and lift. Let's just go 2 more with our nice little massage of the spine. Then we will add on the hip hinge. This one, hip hinge. Tap the tailbone, lift and squeeze. Tap your tailbone, lift and squeeze. Let's start to add on. Your right arm will reach up to the ceiling as you lift your hips. We bend the elbow, you tap the tailbone. Lift and squeeze. Really think about pulling your butt cheeks together. Think about pushing your knees over your toes. Feel that engagement. Tuck your tailbone. Little lower down and lift and squeeze. If you're happy here, stay here. We're going to add on in 3. That's it. Keep lifting your hips nice and high. My right arm is already shaking. I think it's from those side planks. So if that's you, do not stress. All right, the next time we lift, hold it up. All we're going to do is float your left leg to tabletop. Left toe taps down. Bend the elbow, hip hinge. Squeeze. Use your right side glutes here. Ground down through your right heel. Slowly float the left toes. Keep pressing your left arm down heavy into your mat. Toe goes back down. Hip hinge, we lift and squeeze. We have got this. Starting to feel that right glute activate. I honestly love a little single leg glute bridge. It's one way to activate immediately into my glutes. And I hope you feel the same way. Keep lifting your hips. That's it. Let's start to add on. The next time you lift, hold it there. Float your left leg, hold it there. Let's add that tricep extension. Lift, tap the toes, bend the elbow lower down. We lift, hold, float the left leg. Let's add that tricep. Extend the arm, tap the toes, hip hinge. Let's go 4 reps, then we hold it up at the top. Really take your time. Ground down through the right heel and your left arm. It's going to help you feel nice and stable and strong. Let's go for 3. And remember, if this left leg lifted is a little bit too much, or if you're feeling it through your back, I want you to get rid of it and just focus on holding up at the top. Let's go for 2. Then we hold it up. This last one, let's hold it up. All right, this time as you work the tricep, tap the left toe and we lift. Squeeze that right glute. I know this burns. Second side always feels a little harder. Let's go for 4. Lift your hips, keep them level. Let's go for 3. Lift and squeeze your glute a little more. I know you can. We go for 2. We're going to hold it up. This next one, hold it here, little tiny pulses. Your right arm is long. You're pressing into your right heel and your left arm. Push, push, push. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. Get your hips higher. Last 1. Whew. And we're dead. All right, we're going to do our side plank. So this was how the transition was meant to go. We just flow seamlessly onto the side, but I didn't set myself up on the right side. Anyway, this side is a perfect little transition, which honestly just tickles my brain. Okay, so your left forearm is down, your left elbow is underneath your shoulder, the right knee is, or the left leg is bent, your bottom leg is bent, your right leg is out long. Just check that your right heel, your right hip, shoulder, and your bottom forearm are all in one line. Lengthen your body out. Bring the weight into your right hand. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let's work the hip lift. Push down into your foot, into your knee, lift your hips. We're going to feel that left side oblique switch on straight away. We lower and we lift. Left shoulder. I know where you're feeling it. We lift. All right. Definitely at the home stretch now. Do not worry. Starting our Monday in a nice strong way, setting ourselves up for your week. Let's start to add on. The next time you lift your hips, hold it there, grab the weight, reach your arm up to the ceiling, tap the weight down, lower your hips. We lift. We reach the weight up, tap the weight down and lower. Feel free to have a little reset at the bottom if you need, and then straight back into that lift. We lower it down, we lift, that's it. We're going to start to add on if this is feeling like you want more. The next time you reach your right arm, let's start to float the right leg. Just a little bit higher than hip. Squeeze your glute. Tap the weight down, tap the toe, lower your hips. Take your time. I know this is a strong move. This is a full body move. Lift the hips, reach your arm, squeeze, lift your left hip a little higher. Take it slow. You've got this. Lower your hip. We do not have long. Let's go for 3 reps. Then we hold it up at the top. That's it. Let's go for 2. Squeeze that top glute. Flex or point your toes. Last one. We can do it. Hold it up. Hold it there, just that top leg. It's floating down and it's floating up. Lift your bottom hip a little higher. Use your left side obliques. That's it. Keep your eye gaze down at your left forearm. Let's go for 4. We go for 3. Extend your right leg a little longer. Last 2. Feel that glute. Last 1. And bring it down. That is finished. All right. Come on up to stand. Finish off the right glute and then we are all done with your class. So right foot is forward, left foot is back, and your weight is in your right hand. Roll your shoulders back. Check that your legs have hip distance between them. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, bend down through both your knees. It's like you're sitting back on a chair, and then we lift all the way up. So keep rolling your shoulders back. Just keep your right arm long for the moment. And we lift. Keep your hips squaring off. So if your hips had little headlights on them, when you lower down, they should shine straight out in front of you. Seeing how low you can get your back knee and keep the weight going back. And we lift. All right, let's add on in 2. Let's add on in 1. God, my whole right leg is like twitching. Hold it down. Let's add your row. We work the row. We come up to stand, extend your arm long. Let's find that split squat. Hold it there. We row, draw the right elbow to the ceiling, feel the right upper body switch on. Come up to stand, extend your arm long. We lower down. We row. Keep drawing your belly button to your spine. Come up to stand, extend your arm long. Let's start to add on. We know what's coming. We row, hold it there. Keep your weight through your right heel. Let's bring the left toes across to the left side. Find that curtsy squat, get a little bit deeper. Feel the right outer glute. And then we come up to stand, extend your arm long. So there's a split squat. There is a row, hold the row. Step the left toes across to the right. Find that curtsy squat, get as deep as you can. Push through your right heel, we come up to stand. You extend your right arm long. Split squat, we row. Hold it there. Find that curtsy. That's it, get as low as you can. Come up to stand and release your right arm. We're gonna add on in 3. So all I want you to focus on now is getting even deeper. Thinking about that right outer glute every time you lower down. Mind to muscle connection. That's it. Let's add on this next one. So you find your split squat. We row, step the left toes across, find your curtsy squat. The next time you come up to stand, we're gonna add on that left knee drive and then reach your right arm up to the ceiling, right shoulder press. So squeeze through your right glute, get a little taller, tuck your tailbone, feel your core, and then back to the start. Your arm goes long. Split squat. We row, hold your row, find that curtsy, get as low as you can go. Push all the way up. Keep the right arm lifted. It's going to be wobbly. Extend your right leg long. Getting into a little bit of balance to finish off your class. Split squat, re-row. Hold that row. Keep drawing your left elbow up to the ceiling. Curtsy squat. Your knees are making that diamond shape. Squeeze that right glute. Shoulder press your right arm up to the ceiling. That's it. Find that depth. Find that last little bit of a push for our class. We are almost done. Squeeze that right glute as you stand. Spend as long as you can up at the top. The longer the better. I'm not even going to try and count our reps off, guys, because I just know, I will lose count. So we're just going to go for about 20 more seconds. Maybe this is my new thing. I just give us a time count instead of reps. Everyone's probably like, yes, you idiot. Why didn't you think of this earlier? Sometimes it's really nice to count down the reps though. I feel like we're like, yes, we can do it all together. 20 seconds is like, ugh, what's happening? That's how I feel. All right, let's say that was 10 seconds. All right, we are almost done. Let's do 2 reps though to finish off. Come on, we can do it. I know I said I wouldn't do the reps anymore, but I just feel like it really gets us to the end. Let's go your last one, and then we're gonna hold it up. Drop it down into that curtsy squat. Come up to stand. Squeeze your right glute. Reach your right arm long. I know it burns. Tuck your tailbone. Let's lift your arm a little higher. Extend your right leg. Hold for 5 seconds. Then we're down in that curtsy. In 3, in 2, and 1. Find that curtsy. Right arm is long. All it is a little pulse here. Long. All the way down and then halfway up. Let's do this. Let's go for 6 reps. Feel that deep burn on the outside of your right glute. That's it. Let's go for 3, then we're holding it down low. Let's go for 2. Last one, hold it down. Just work that narrow row. Draw your elbow to the ceiling, release your arm long. You know the drill. Every time your arm goes long, get a little lower through your squat. 1 row, arm goes long, get lower. We can do this. We got 6 reps. Work the row, get lower. We got 5. Here I am back to counting my reps in 4. Get lower. We can do this. Last bit of class. You got 3. Let's go for 2. Get lower. Your last 1. And we are done. Put your weight down. Take your weight off. And let's have that nice big stretch at the back of your mat. So take a big inhale. Reach your arms long. Exhale, sweep your arms up. Take this time to have a little drink of water if you need. Let's slowly roll down through your spine. And then we're just gonna come down to a little downward dog for a second, just to pedal out through the legs. Press your chest to your thighs. Come back into that nice, slow breathing. It's my stomach again, sorry if you can hear it. I need to have my breakfast. Bring both your heels down. Let your knees come out wide. Find your child's pose. Reach your arms long, lower your chest. Just noticing how you're feeling now. A little bit more energized, all set up for your week. You've already made an amazing choice to put yourself first on the first day of your week. Well done, everybody. Let's find our favorite stretch. Round your spine. Lower your chest. Press your hips down. Eye gaze lifts. 1 more. Round the spine back. Find your child's pose. Lower your chest. Reach the arms long. Let's round it forward. Lower your hips. Lower your chest. Eye gaze lifts. Last one. Round the spine forward, nice and slow. Press your hips down. Lower your chest. Let's let your eye gaze go to the right. Cross to the left. 1 more time. To the right. And to the left. And then bring yourselves back. Guys, we are done. Well done on your day 15. This is our last week of work. I hope you guys enjoyed your class today. I hope you had lots of fun. I hope you're feeling really good to start your week off nice and strong. I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening, whatever time of day it is. And I will see you tomorrow for day 16. Bye, everybody.